All right, guys, we're about to drop this tank. Although the temperatures are brutal out here, it's freezing cold. We're gonna drop this tank down because the new one is expected to be here today. So just want to get it prepped up so I can go right back up with it. Yeah, the weather has been insanely cold over the last few days. It's in the negatives now. I'm froze, but we're gonna get on here and drop this tank because the show must go on. So, and see what we got. Shouldn't be that bad. Let me spray everything and let's get these straps removed, and then we'll spray that grommet or that rubber gasket. The gas tank just came for the white and blue Mustang. We gotta open this thing up and prep it up before they be installed. Also, we got a new rubber grommet or gasket or seal. However, this one doesn't look that bad. But look at the opening compared to this. This thing looks good. Got a nice coating on it to protect it. So I'm gonna prep it up and install the fuel cylinder, and we're gonna be installing this thing in a minute. I think this one is gonna work. I'm supposed to have to open up and find one in here. I think this one, because it's not that thick, I think this is gonna work. I can stretch it a little bit if I need to, because The next one in here, these are kind of thick. And that's gonna be an issue with that going on. All right, guys, I'm back. I have to make a quick run, so I stopped filming this part of the video, but I did get the fuel sending unit in. However, I ordered a new one. I'm just not gonna go back, even though it works fine. I'm not gonna go back with this nearly 50-year-old sending unit. I'm just gonna take it out and put a new one in. And while I'm waiting for that, because I really want to get this white and blue Mustang going, and I like this tank a lot, I'm going to remove this tank here. Even though it's super nice, new sending unit in here, I'm going to remove this tank and just because this is all ready to go, because this car won't be ready no time soon. So I'm going to use this tank and install it on the white and blue car right now. I'm going to do that today. So I'm going to just take this down and use this tank setup, and we'll install this on this car. So I'm about to do that right now, and then I'll just take this out when the new sending unit come. I got a great deal on it too. I'll flash the price across the screen. It's on sale, so if you guys are looking for one, it's on sale at this website for a very good price. Come with the new lock ring and a gasket. So let me drop this tank, and we'll put this in the black car. I really like this finish on this tank. I really do. Okay, so remove the tank. Like I said, it has a new sending unit in it. Just gonna use this for the West car. I really like that finish. So we're waiting on that sending unit to come. Should be here within the next week. And I got standard shipping on it. And yeah, we're just gonna install this one so we can get that going. So before I go with the tank, I just want to remove some of this rust scale off, and this flake and rust, and use some rust reformer under here to make it look nice, decent, and stop the rust somewhere for forming before we put the tank back up. So just want to clean up around this area and make it look nice. Use some braking parts cleaner to clean it off, and we'll be all good. Bad being extremely cold outside, after I sprayed the rust reformer, I just got my heat gun and just heated it up under there so it don't freeze up. But it turned out okay. Alright guys, let's pop this gas tank up real quick. I know these are not favorable conditions. The weather is better. Snow is melting some, but not great conditions at all. I pause here because I want to note this is like maybe 3 or 4 days after I sprayed the rust reformer, because it just was so cold. It was brutally cold outside. It got even like to -13 or something. I couldn't even feel my hands at one point. So I just shut everything down for a few days until the weather got better, which is today. Let's get this thing up here. That rust reformer looking real good under here. Real good. All right, let's mount this tank. As I was going up with the tank, and although I had both grommets, rubber grommets lubed for the filler neck and for the vent valve, it was difficult pressing that vent valve inside while I was attached to the hose. So I just removed it from the hose, lowered the tank back down. You guys will see me do it in a minute. Pull it back down and installed it super easy. Have to put this on first. So this entire part of this video, I just did a whole thing about it in the previous video. So I'm just gonna narrate through this. Of course, we need a longer carriage bolt to go on the left side, whereas the right side is gonna be fine. So let's get to the store, get the carriage bolt, get back, and let's bolt this thing up. Alright, so I got this bolt boxed in up there. That's gonna work. So let me bolt this up real quick. All right, we're up here, so I cleaned it off. They're not drawn all the way in, but we're good. Locked in. I'm gonna install, it's getting dark on me. I'm gonna install the plug and the gas line later. We're all good. All good. It's not pushed all the way up, as you guys can see, but it's tight. And I just cleaned it off with some solution, so we're looking good. All right, next video, we'll be running off the tank. I'll have the tank, I'll have the plug installed, because I gotta get a clamp for the hose. I don't have a clamp for the rubber hose yet. So I gotta get a clamp for the hose. It's in the house. And plugged it up, and we should be running off the tank. Fuel hand should be working properly. So next video, starting up running fuel out of the gas tank, opposed to me having a makeshift fuel tank up front. So this is gonna work. We all good now under here with the gas tank.